Well, I'm a Vietnam veteran. I served 2 tours in Vietnam aboard the USS Kitty Hawk, which is an aircraft carrier. We were the first people in Vietnam.
In 2011, December, I had a stroke. And I had just got out of the hospital, Henry Ford Hospital. And from there, I had went to a rehabilitation place. And I was leaning up against the wall on the outside of the ladies' room, and I saw this big old sign. I mean, it was taller than me, advertising. At that time, it was called CSI, Center for Senior Independence. And I called right then. The next day, they were out at my home. 2 days later, I was in the program, which is now called PACE.
When I came to PACE, I was sort of like down and out, depressed, anxiety, all kind of health issues. But I found that PACE was able to help me in all of those areas, physically, mentally. There was nothing left out. From bedding, I had people that helped me to set up my beds and toilet use, you know, things of that nature that was very essential for my growth.
In 2021, my washing machine just went out. My stove got broke when I had to move from one place to another. And I went to my social worker again, and I said, I even volunteered to help pay for it. She said, well, no, let's see what the program is. She said, because the last time we did from you had been a few years back, and maybe we can do something for you now. And so she checked for me, and I was just so thankful. Like I said, I'm blessed to be in this program. You just don't know how much I appreciate it. I need to dry it too, but I told her, no, what I need most is the washing machine and the stove. And because you have to eat, and you have to wash your clothes.
I was sitting here in the house, and the heat just got to be overbearing. I only had a couple of fans. And I mentioned it to my worker, Ephod Klein, and she brought me an air conditioner. And she brought it here, and her husband hooked it up in the window for me. And I've been comfortable with air ever since then.
I love to cook, and I'm not a microwave person. I didn't have an air fryer, I wasn't trying to get one. I do have a roaster that you plug up, you know, but I had went almost a year doing that. And, but when I went to them and I had an oven, a stove that I could cook on top of, it helped me with my independence because I like to be able to do things on my own. Do you know how hard it is to go to a laundromat with all the clothes I have and with my disability? But having that washing machine off, oh, just don't know. I thought it was a seventh heaven because I hadn't had one in a long time. And then it was hurting me financially too. But you know, that cost of washing and drying, it went up. Both of those were things that helped me stay independent. Now, something else, so that there's more involved in the community funding, is that there are things that the PACE program do not provide. Because there are limits to it. We can only go so far with what they provide. But with the help of the community funding, we can go that extra mile to get them what they might be necessary to stay in their homes. Some might need a special equipment or special ramp or something to that effect, something to work with to help their hands to help them stay in their homes. This is where the community funding comes in, and this is what keeps people not just in their home, but safely in their homes.
I think it's been a great opportunity for PACE to show me how much they care about me and my well-being. Listening to the news and you hear people without air, people without water, all these things that are necessary for humans, you know, to be comfortable. PACE has come through for me. I feel elated to be a member of the PACE community.